Hi, my beautiful loves. How are you doing? So I thought I'd pop in with an energy update for this week as we build up to the new moon on Friday. And there's quite a lot of shifts happening this week. And how I work with astrology is obviously I love it so much. But it's for me, it's about having this awareness of what is happening above in terms of the energetic space. And then with that, recognizing that it impacts this physical body, the energy is felt by everyone. And so for me, it's very much about an awareness thing, and when you have an awareness of what's happening energetically, you can navigate it through how you interpret and how you work with that energy or choose to work with that energy. There's obviously free will and everything like that. And so, like I mentioned, we're building up to the new moon on Friday, and I'll hopefully pop in and give you guys an update on that one because it's a very special new moon. On that same day, we have Chiron going direct, so it's a lot of like healing and new opportunities starting in that space. But for now, the next few days up to that. So today, Jupiter's in its last degrees of Pisces, my love. So Pisces, any sort of sign, tongue-tied. Anytime a sign is in its last degrees, like 29 degrees of something, a planet's in that thing, it's really intense. It's almost that culmination of that sign. And so if you think about in the zodiac, Pisces is the last in the wheel. It goes from Aries all the way to Pisces. So it's very much a completion of a cycle, my love, completion of a 12-year Jupiter cycle that it's now going through. And the invitation here is really not necessarily for you to lose yourself into the Pisces. Pisces is up in the consciousness, and very much an escapism element comes through it. But for me, it's like, can you ground in to be like, what do I really want to let go of? What story no longer serves me? What old habits and what patterns or anything like that are not aligned with where I want to be, of who I'm embodying, of who I'm going to step into. And can you then choose that this is it? Like, this is you letting go of this space. This is what I really feel this week is offering us, this opportunity, is as we shift into the new cycles and seasons, is really just closing chapters and being like, it's done. And if the chapter's not necessarily ready to close because there's still lessons or something within it, allowing us to have grace and soften and navigate and understand the lesson, so we can work with it with clarity. And so it's a really big one. So Jupiter then moves into Aries tomorrow, the 20th, 21st, depending where you are. And so we have this shift. It's been in Aries before, and I'll do like a little video for us on the Jupiter journey. And it was there in May 2022 and there for a little bit, I think till October. And now it's finishing its journey in Pisces, and it goes into Aries until May next year. So we have time to really use this energy, and it is going to be about embodying, coming into alignment and truly embodying who we are and what we're wanting to do and what we came here to do, our soul's purpose and that sort of thing. It's very much an instinctual energy, Aries. And so we have that shift. On the 21st, we have the solstice, and that's a big shift where we shift either into winter if we're in the northern hemisphere or summer in the southern hemisphere. And anytime we have a seasonal shift like that, it's a new cycle. It's the next level of it. If you're in winter, it's where you're going in for hibernation. It's almost that really deep, nurturing underground, germinating, or we're getting ready for the next season, but it's really a rest and restorative period. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it's about, the bountifulness, the abundance, the sunshine. It's really being out there in the world, very much an extroversion. So going from introversion in the northern to really out there and enjoying and playing and having this amazingness of being in this beautiful sunshine and receiving all of that wonderful light and seeing the beauty and abundance in nature around us, her abundance of her moving through that cycle. So, so we have that big shift in that space of going into a new season. And naturally that starts the Capricorn season, and Capricorn is all about the long-term plan and building It's the building season. It's how we build the foundations in order for us to step into this vision that we want. So it's very much now we're layering on what are the practical steps we're taking. And so that energy is coming in. And so that's sort of where we're feeling, love. So we're going from really, you know, moving into this building season, the new moon, which is really going to be, which is in Capricorn, about setting the seeds, laying the foundation in that. But we have this period, you know, with the solstice, there's also the void moon period before it's new moon. We have these few days where we really can let go, release, you know, in any way that feels natural and good for you, you know. For me, breath work is an amazing releasing, meditation, shaking, you know, journaling it out. Maybe for you, it's going for a run or doing a vigorous exercise and just going, you know, releasing and letting go. So it's really doing that consciously. It's not a time to necessarily bypass things or ignore things, and really feel it in and be like, what is ready to be let go on all layers, you know, and being present with that and almost holding it in a very, I don't want to say ritualistic, but in a way that honors what it was. You know, everything we go through is for our highest evolution. Even in those points where we're like, I don't understand how this serves me. At some point, you can look back and be like, it did, you know, there was some gift in that space, whether it was just that you never ever repeat that habit again, or not. But so, yeah, so just feeling into that energy this week, my loves, of allowing yourself to let go, come into alignment, and stepping into that, this wonderful energy that we are coming into, sort of heading towards the end of the retrogrades. We're almost towards, you know, about another 3 odd weeks of the Mars retrograde, you know, even though we are going to go into Capricorn, that also ends there. So we really are getting into this phase where we can just start going out there, and building on this beautiful foundation that we'll be laying over the next few weeks. So sending you so much love, my loves, clarity. And if it is a really difficult time at this moment, then just sending you gentleness and compassion, and knowing that you actually don't have to do anything besides come home to self. And the magic happens there. So don't feel like you need to put pressure on yourselves either to do anything. If all you can do is come home to self and take a few deep breaths, then that is a beautiful act of surrender and faith too. So giving you so much love from my heart to yours. Bye, my loves.